Unaona hawa wanapigana hapa. Wanapigana hapa kwa microphone usiku, wanaongea na simu. Nyinyi mnachimbana hapa, kesho yake mnaona mmefanya handshake, wanakula pamoja. Na nyinyi mnaumia hapa. Ni sawa, lakini nasema jambo la muhimu ni kuimarisha kwamba kuna nidhamu. Mheshimiwa Kalonzo, watu wako wanakuaibisha. Naenda kwa Asia. Mheshimiwa Eugene, I'm happy to report to you that Take Dam is on course and the work that you started will be complete and the people here will get the water. Ilikuwa imekwama the last 2 years, so umesema the process was slow, but even Mutua will confirm to you, kazi inaendelea. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Kalonzo kwa kutuambia kwamba mimi na Mweke hati mambo ikiumana tukupigie simu, hata kuambia mambo ikiumana na vijana wengine pia tuongeleshe. Mwanzo kuendelea. Finally. Haya, sawa, umesikika. Niomba kwa sio. Mheshimiwa Konzola ambaye amelala hapa alikuwa mtu wa heshima sana. Na alikuwa mtu ambaye he listened to all opinions, whether he liked them or not. And so I want to read the message of His Excellency the President for the people of this place and for the family. And I read, thank you, and I just request of the Mayor, please forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.
Mutua anataka kukutuma akuambia hivi, unashinda unachukua watoto unapeleka ng'ambo, wanaenda huko wanatombwa na umbwa. Wewe kuna mtoto mmoja, hauna mtoto, hauna familia, uchungu wa mwana asikiae ni mama. Una mtoto, hauna bibi, sasa unakuja unatuambia nini? Wakati wewe ulikuwa governor, hata sisi hatujui kwako. Wewe Mutua, nyamaza kwanza. Na kazi tunafanya sisi wanarika. Ujai tutafutia kazi wakati wenye ulikuwa governor. Ungetutafutia kazi, tungepata kazi. Saizi unaweza kusema unatupeleka ng'ambo tukatombwe na umbwa. Sisi tumeamua hapa Mumbuni ni Wiper. Wiper ndo timu yetu.
Number 3, I'm also here because I work very closely with William Ruto. And I also work very closely. Where in Museo? I'm happy down there. And finally, we have 2 governments in Kenya, and we must all work together to bring that development to our people. If we leave our resources to the national government, we will not be able to get that development to our people. Let us all work together as a people to drive the economy of this country to the next level. Nemina na kwaziati pia naleta salamu za William Ruto hapa. Muombe aendelee na kazi yake, and we look forward to working with you. May the soul of my dear sister Sonia Zilani rest in eternal peace.
Shame on you, Alfred Mutua. Shame on you. Shame on you 100 times. Shame on you. One day there will be a government in Kenya that will make you accountable for these mistakes. Do not think that power is forever. One day there will be a government that will make you accountable. And to all Kenyans, stop voting for this kind of people. Alfred Mutua did havoc as a governor for 2 terms. I've documented it in the Vampire Diaries. I'm not saying rumors. Everybody can go and check the Vampire Diaries for Machakos County for themselves. And if they don't believe what I'm telling them, they go and read it in the Auditor General's report or Control of Budget. They'll see it. He wreaked havoc in Machakos County. Theft of public funds that was amazing, humongous. And then the same person gets to the cabinet again. It's so tragic. President William Ruto, please get rid of this mistake called Alfred Mutua.
What do you think the president should do to fix all these issues that you're raising and the ones that are raised by Kenyans every other day?
Is he willing to fix it? Does he not know, for example? Are we telling him something new? Is he learning it for the first time? We keep saying, oh, Mr. President, please make sure that the people have this, people have this. And he never does it. He's at the forefront of lying to people. So how do you expect the one who is at the forefront of lying to the Kenyan people to be at the forefront of changing their lives? The problem cannot be the solution to the problem.
You know, every year around this time, I get very, very reflective. And today I've been thinking about my friends and family, Uko Machakos, right? I have a couple of very, very serious questions for you, okay? What happened to the Formula One? I'm so sorry, let me compose myself. Alafu tuliambiwa go. The Machakos Formula One track is also a normal dual carriageway road that is similar to the street circuits in Singapore, Monaco, and even the alafu mkongezewa gwa. We are working closely with the FIA to ensure the track will meet the standards to host alafu pia mkachapiwa bird's eye view. My government will give me newlyweds kumeendaji huko. We have set aside 50 acres in our plans for a film city. Hii ndio sasa ya wale who watu wale wanendaga Machakos to kickstart their acting career. We plan to create our own Machakos. Watu wa Machakos.
Today he had a very big drive to try and gather as many Kenyans as possible, around 3,000 who are supposed to go and get jobs overseas in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia and the rest. And what I didn't like is the fact that they were actually asking Kenyans to pay $450. I know some Kenyans said the moment Alfred Mutua just stepped out, someone told Kenyans to pay $450. Listen.
Waziri alipoongea pale hivyo ndani alisema pesa ilipwe. But after waziri kutoka kuna msee pale ameingia na akasema after kulipa hizo vitu unalipa $450. Si wala 60k na msema ni free. So hapo kuna mtu mmoja hapo akakaanda anafanya anataka kulia Mkenya chini ya
The media clearly captured this, but they did not mention that corruption is present in the hiring process. Why are we normalizing corruption? Why would you call Kenyans and then end up telling them to pay $450, which is equivalent to around 60,000? Kenyans who have no jobs, as a cabinet secretary for labor, telling them, you come for this drive, we are going to give you job, we are going to connect you to the best jobs possible out there. And then one of your officers is clearly looking for money, clearly asking Kenyans to pay 60,000. 60,000. Someone has driven from a very far town to come to Nairobi only to be told, we need 60,000 from you. Can you imagine? That is how our leaders eat us inside out. You call us from our homes. This is someone who could have used this fare to do something else that is important to their families. You call them from their homes, and then once they come to whatever place, like KICC for this case, you call them to KICC, then you start asking for money. Since this was a pilot project, and the Cabinet Secretary for Labor was clearly had some agents to tell him how the day went. Yes, he was there present in the morning, but as the day goes, he usually has to have reports of what's going on the ground, how many people have managed to recruit, and you want to tell me that the Cabinet Secretary has no information about the corruption that is going on the ground? That's a lie. That's a big lie. And to you, Cabinet Secretary of Labor, Alfred Mutua, you should have come out and said, I had officers came and some people were asking for money. We are going to take measures against these people because we do not stand for corruption. That is actually, it is very demeaning that you have called people from their very serious places of work. Maybe they are laborers, maybe they are casual laborers. And then when they come to Nairobi, you are here taking money from them. 60,000. Where will someone get 60,000 from? That is the lowest form you can actually treat your fellow citizens. Why call them out and then you end up wanting more money from them? Guys, we need to be very serious. We need to call out corruption, and that goes to the media too. That is Citizen TV, Nation TV, K24, like whichever media station. Please, when someone comes out to you and says someone asked for money in an exercise that is supposed to be free and fully funded by the government, please come out and say there's a lot of corruption in this whole setup. Let's not normalize it. Please. Let's not normalize it.
Family on the matter of banditry in the past, even when he was Interior CS. Wait to see how this plays out this time. Now, Labor and Social Protection Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua had a difficult time addressing mourners at former Mboni Member of Parliament Joseph Munyao's funeral in Makueni County, where he was met with jeers and shouts of Wantam, pointing to an audience that is opposed to the government. The former Machakos governor, who until his nomination to cabinet was the party leader of Maendeleo Chap Chap, had an equally hard time when he got to reading President Ruto's condolence message, forcing the presiding Archbishop Timothy Ndambuki to step in and ask the mourners to be tolerant. Watch this.
We have to end this culture of violence. Siasa, wacha niwaambie watu, unaona hao wanapigana hapa. Wanapigana hapa kwa hivyo usiku wanaongea na simu. Nyinyi mnachimbana hapa, kesho yake unaona wamefanya handshake, wanakuwa pamoja. Nyinyi mmeumia hapa. Ni sawa, lakini nasema to the late Honorable Now children and families, please accept my heartfelt condolences and we join in mourning a great patron whose life and service is rich and ways.
A burial ceremony for the former minister and Mboni Member of Parliament Joseph Konzolo Munyao turned into heckling and chants of Wantam as Labour Cabinet Secretary Dr. Alfred Mutua read condolences from President William Ruto. It was at this forum that the United Opposition castigated the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, and the Kenya Kwanza government over the violence witnessed in the just concluded by-elections. Tobias Chanji reports.
Ngiluni Village, Mboni in Makueni County. The ceremony, burial of former Minister and Mboni Member of Parliament Joseph Konzolo Munyao, who died last week, aged 85. It was here that Dr. Alfred Mutua, the Labour Cabinet Secretary, came face to face with opposition supporters. He had a hard time reading President William Ruto's condolence message. Efforts by church leaders to calm the agitated mourners falling on deaf ears.
Please accept my heartfelt condolences as we join in mourning a great patron whose life and service is rich and wisdom. With the death of Alfred, Kenya has lost a selfless leader.